And welcome back, picking up where we left off last time in Factorio, where we just mostly set up our blue circuit making, which should put us in a position where we can pretty easily make the cargo landing pod land, so we can start receiving shipments from Novice. One of the main deliveries I'll probably receive from Novice is gun turrets. We've got a bunch of gun turrets sitting in the ship in orbit. And apparently orbit's not too threatening. This platform, it ain't billion. I suppose from a design standpoint, getting the platform in orbit set up will offer some design changes that we can do. Such as being able to ship ice down and ship carbon down. Okay, that's definitely helping with the throughput. I think we were mainly copper limited on our throughput. And I suppose the next thing we're going to make after the landing pad is probably armor-piercing rounds. Shouldn't be that hard. We've already got a factory for steel. And we got a factory for copper. Oh, and I will need iron as well, I suppose. Otherwise, how are we going to make... Oh, I've already got that coming out, I suppose. Otherwise, how am I going to make the bullets? And we're going to armor plate. Okay, so... You eat one magazine every 3 seconds. You make one magazine every 3 seconds. So I can do 1 to 3 pretty easily. Or 2 to 6. Let's do 2 to 6. Okay. Had a slight cough there, so I had to mute the mic while I was coughing. Oh, we need more inserters. And more power poles. And more belts. So we're gonna get the copper there. That will be bullets and steel in. Then we just need to do a belt for out. Oop. Not quite the reach to do that, so we'll just do this instead. There you go. And those can't be fast anyway, which is why I did double red. Okay. There we go. Armor piercing bullets. You're not progressing. Do we not? Must not have that color on novice. Okay. Got my colors confused. We got purple, not orange. Okay. Purple, not orange. So neither you nor you can be researched. We can do full hour count, so we'll go ahead and start full hour count. We can't do 4. Can't do you, can't do you. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No. These we can do if you ship in stuff from the previous planet we were on. So it looks like we're down to steel productivity and mining productivity. I suppose I might as well do steel productivity. Queue that up as well. And we're hearing the rocket launch. Yep. Sending up stuff to Near Space 1. Hello, Aquala. Aqua. You're in orbit. You're waiting for us to get the drop site so we can drop the gun turrets. Yeah. Oh, how is the 694? What's your problem? Supercapacitors. What's the supercapacitor problem? Green circuits. Green circuits. What's your problem? Something's backed up. Yeah, something's backed up. Oh, that makes sense. Can I make you a requester chest with what we've got on the planet? No, not right now, apparently. So, I need you to be empty enough so that we can get a requester out of you. So now we have a requester chest. So that's a requester chest now. So, if I want to clear up some space, and I need to clear up some space, obviously, you are going to request some carrier wheels. Of course, they're grabbing from the closest passive provider chest instead of going to the actual problem. Okay. Well, that'll work for it a little bit. Okay, back to what we're working on. Bullets are being made. The blue should be made now, so we should just be able to go and grab what we need. Okay, need to grab a little bit of concrete first. Or I need to have some concrete made first, but we should just be able to walk down there and pick up what we want. In blue chips, and get the landing pad set up. Yep, that's the minimum that we needed for the landing pad. So now we just need the concrete for the pad. There we go. Making a cargo landing pad. And there's the pad. Then we can go up to the Bob Fizzy. And ship those to the planet. I think that's all we want right now. Yeah. Okay, so with that, time to send you back to Novice. It may take some damage on the return trip, looking at the ammo stack. We now have 100-something guns. I suppose I can make some walls as well. I don't know how well they'll help against the worms. Worst case scenario, they should at least work as some degree of distraction. And I need to get a bunch of bullets, so we need to give it some time to make bullets. Okay, so we're now pulling all the iron, which has its pros and its cons. Pros means we're doing stuff. Cons means I can't do other stuff with it. Looking to see if I can see another one of those worms. Get an idea of how resistant to bullets they are. Also taking a quick look around to see if I can find any tungsten deposits. Could be a worm out here somewhere. So there's a tungsten deposit. It's one of the things we will need to... Main thing we came here to mine, I suppose. Not a very big one. There's a bigger tungsten deposit. So until we set up mining on those, obviously we're stuck to whatever we manually mine out of the volcanic depletable rocks. Haven't had the best of luck finding any worms. When you want to find them, they're hard to find. The hash mark area on the map is in theory the places they're guarding. Again, it appears if you're desperate for tungsten, you can kind of dash into their area and they don't immediately nom on you to mine some of the rocks. I think they're more anti-building focused, to be fair. Okay, another calcite deposit. Good to know there is one. Calcite deposits look a lot deeper than the tungsten deposits, to be fair. Okay, so it looks like they've got 30,000 health. And they're basically immune to anything that isn't physical, and they got 50% physical reduction. Okay. Okay, so these do about 14 damage a shot, which half of which is going to go poof. Each of these is technically 10 shots, right? So that's 600 between all those. That's 6,000. 6,000 plus 14 is... Well, and then it's going to get half, right? So it's actually basically 3,000 times 14. Okay, so that's in the rough appropriate amount of damage range. Or we might be able to bring one of those things down by just dumping all the ammo. Basically mag dumping into it. Well, that didn't work. Haha. Well, apparently they're good ways to get rid of cliffs. Damage dealt. So they did like about 1,000 damage each. Okay. Okay, so the main loss there was a bunch of ammo. We lost about 600 ammo in the attempt. And it does heal, so if you don't kill it, you can't chip away at it. It's all or nothing. So that's artillery. There was a railgun. Don't know where the railgun is. Unless they mean the artillery wagon. Is the glove attack I'm thinking of? Don't know. Don't think so. Yeah, so needless to say, I need to get a lot of bullets before we attempt that again. The solution would probably just be a lot, and when I mean a lot, I mean a lot turrets. At least for the next attempt. You made it back to Novice. You have more gun turrets on the way up. How bad is trying to get rounds to orbit? Half a stack a launch. Oof. Honestly, it's almost better just to do normal rounds. Oh, interesting. We can ship landing pads, but we can't ship silos. Okay, we'll have it pick up a bunch of stuff and we'll ship it over. How's the bottleneck on Fulgora looking? We just moved it to a different spot. Yeah, that feels like reality. Okay. Now that starts to deplete the concrete, the whole thing will start moving again. Okay, so while we're waiting for the bullet supply to pile up, I need to decide how I'm going to deal with the limit on my titanium. Or not my tungsten. My tungsten limits. Um, anyway, I'm confused. We've got rocket. We've got explosive rocket. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, that took a little while to compute. The explosive rocket has AoE, but does lower damage per target, whereas the rocket does more damage per target. That makes sense. Explosive wouldn't be impossible to make here. We can make explosives and get some rockets. Granted, I don't think, because I don't have a rocket turret at the moment, is presumably something I can get researched. Well, I'm pretty sure it is something I can research. It might not be something I can research quickly, though. Apparently it's not something unlocked by techs after Military 4. Rocketry. Rocket turret. Oh, that requires Gleba now. Okay. Yeah, so basically it's gonna be looking like getting a lot of turrets is the trick. To dealing with the local fauna here. Which probably won't be this stream, it'll probably be next stream. We'll wait for bullets to pile up. I suppose the other thing I could be working on while waiting for the bullets to pile up is trying to build the rocket silo so I can leave. Because if I do another attempt and it fails, the solution will probably be to swap over to a lot of rocket turrets. Which if that is the solution, obviously means that I'm going to have to go off to Gleba and come back. Which isn't that hard, that's just picking off of this planet, flying up to Novice, refueling the ship, and flying out to the new planet. I think that'll be next stream. So I hope you enjoyed the first attempt at trying to deal with the worm. It was... If you knew what was going to happen after my before my attempt started, you probably found it quite hilarious to watch me get exploded. But yeah, did not go anywhere according to plan. Though we did suss out that we're going to need a lot more turrets with a lot more ammo. My thought process, which is you can build the turrets outside of the aggro range, the disturb range for the worm, and then you can sort of bait them in with walls. That worked, but it's going to require a lot more turrets, a lot more ammo. And I think that will be what we'll kind of be working on next time. Well, in addition to getting the launch facility going, because right now we're going to be pretty heavily bottlenecked in iron and steel and stuff until we can get a tungsten deposit, which requires probably bringing one of the worms down. So until next time, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. And I did save, so we'll catch you all in the next stream. Bye for now.